So I'm Terri Glaberson. I'm with Cool Mom. I'm the executive director. And I'm here to talk to you about how buying local, sustainably grown foods can affect climate change positively. And so on a large scale, not looking at our individual members of Cool Mom, but looking at neighbor to neighbor, community to community, a good way to do that is if you're purchasing locally grown, sustainable foods, then you're supporting local farms and local industry, and then not having to purchase items locally grown or purchase foods that are not locally grown. So basically, you're looking at your food miles. So if you're focusing more on, say, your local neighborhood farm, or going to the market and looking for, on a label, locally grown sustainable products, then you are accounting for less carbon in the atmosphere because you are not purchasing foods that have been shipped across the country or from another state even. So it's very important that when you're looking at going to the farmer's market, or looking at if you're buying online even, to look at how you can stay more local, looking at your community farmers, your local farms, and supporting them. The other piece too is that if you're supporting those local farmers that are growing foods that are sustainable and organic, then you are supporting those sustainable practices. Basically, they treat the soil better, they don't use pesticides, so the food's healthier for your families and your children. And that's actually a good segue into Cool Mom. We have neighborhood groups. So we have approximately 5 in the Seattle area. And it's basically moms and dads and families in general getting together to talk about ways to affect climate change positively. And we do that in a variety of ways through education, advocacy, and lifestyle change. And so part of what we do in regards to educating about food is we talk in our groups about how to grow our own food, where to buy locally grown foods, such as farmers markets, and going to markets that support local farms and sustainable and organic produce, and then educating the public as well about those choices that families can make on a day-to-day basis to support this important practice of sustainable and locally grown foods.
So I have a question. How many people are in a neighborhood group on average, and how often do neighborhood groups meet? Is it per group they decide how often to meet, or is there formal activities, or is it just whatever the group wants to do?
It's kind of all of the above, actually.
Okay.
They typically meet on a monthly basis, and the number of members that come at a given time can be in the range of 5, can be 20, can be 30. It really depends. The topic is really kind of the draw-in, so if people are really excited about a particular topic, for example, we had a West Seattle meeting where we had someone come and talk about planting particular seeds at particular times of the year.
Oh, okay.
So looking at, and they got to take away a seed,
In a cup?
seed planting.
So kids are welcome. They're expected to be a part of the group.
Depending on the groups,
Okay.
and depending on the event.
Okay.
So there are some family-specific events that take place, and then some groups choose to have it more of an adult meeting.
Okay.
It kind of gives, sometimes it gives moms time away, and get together with other moms and talk about an important topic such as climate change. So it really depends on the group and the location of the group, and that's decided with the group members. And there's also a Cool Mom coordinator that helps with making that happen. So kind of helping coordinate the date and time and place.
So I assume people can go to your website to find a group near them. What's the address?
It's www.coolmom.org. It's very simple.
Great.
Easy to remember.
Yeah, great, Terri. Thank you very much for your time, and thanks for your support for eLocal Now.
Thank you so much.